Hello and welcome to Bird Talk Radio. I am your host, Joshua Martin. I'll be going over the games, the scores, and, everything Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds. Now let's start the show. Hello, and welcome to another edition of Bird Talk Radio. I'm your host, Joshua Martin. We do have a guest audience. He was asking about the Batman logo.
Yeah, I'm confused.
So the Batman logo, there's a cornerback for the Philadelphia Eagles named Darius Slay, and he said we have no Robins on the team. We have only Batmans.
Ah, I see.
So we have a swole Batman, A.J. Brown. We have a skinny Batman, Devontae Smith, and we have a fast Batman, Quez Watkins.
What is your favorite Batman?
My favorite Batman is the skinny Batman, Devontae Smith. Oh, why are you laughing at that one? Can you put two and two together? So, hello and welcome to another edition of Bird Talk Radio. What did we have this past weekend? We had some exciting games this past weekend. We had some flip-floppers. We had some exciting Sunday night games. We had some exciting Monday night games. So starting with Thursday night, you don't have to watch the whole, obviously you don't have to watch the whole game because it's already finished. But if you watch that highlights of the game, just watch the last play, the last drive made by Baker Mayfield. He comes out here and does a 98-yard game-winning drive for the Rams when he just got signed literally 2 days prior to that, to that game. Josh Jacobs had another unbelievable performance for the Vegas Raiders. 27 carries, 99 rushing yards, and 1 touchdown, but still came up short with that Baker Mayfield drive at the end. All right, moving on to Sunday night. We had Jets and the Bills in Buffalo, which it looks like to be another exciting game, another exciting win for the New York Jets, but they came out just a little short. Mike White actually played pretty decent too, 27-44, 268 passing yards. I think he got injured in that game though. I think he should be fine. I think he should be fine for the rest of the season.
What kind of injury?
Bring him into playoff contention. What
kind of injury was it?
I think it was a leg injury, but I think he's fine for now. It was his ribs. Oh yeah, he got the big tackle on his ribs.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Football is apparently one of the most dangerous sports because people get concussed and they get broken all the time.
Well, they revamped the helmets. They've been revamping them every single year to make them safer.
Yeah, for example, my cousin used to play football in high school, and the amount of times I heard he had a concussion, oh my gosh.
High school helmets are probably not the safest.
Yeah, probably not.
But yeah, the Bills got the win in that one. They're still at the top of the AFC East. The Jets are fighting for a wild card spot. It's a three-way tie with the Patriots and the Chargers right now, who I believe the Patriots have that final spot. Browns and Bengals. Another Deshaun Watson loss, which I'm happy for. I hope he loses every single game of his career now. But he did throw for 1 passing touchdown. Doesn't matter. Jamar Chase came out here for the wide receiver for the Bengals. 10 receptions, 119 receiving yards, and 1 receiving touchdown.
Wow.
I hope he goes off this weekend because I finally made it to the my fantasy football playoff finals. I made it into the championship bracket. Wow. With some money. With some money.
Sounds like he's very happy for you in there.
Well, I might go against Daniel in the championship. Yeah.
Well, I hope you win, Josh.
Thank you. Say in your mic, I hope Daniel loses.
I hope Daniel loses horribly.
Thank you. Yeah, the Bengals got the dominant win in that one, 23-10. Texans and Cowboys. I don't know what to say about that one. That was actually a pretty close game.
How close was it?
It was close because it came down to the last drive for the Cowboys. They found Zeke Elliott ran it in, and they took the lead 27-23 and finished the game off like that. Dameon Pierce ran for a touchdown, and Dak Prescott threw for a touchdown. It was just a back and forth battle, something the Cowboys shouldn't have been dealing with, but they came out on top. It's not what matters. I hope they lost, but they did come out on top, and they beat the Texan natives. Vikings and Lions. An actually surprising game. Justin Jefferson just... Here's my top 5 wide receivers real quick, because I know this is a little controversy for people running boards and all that. Number one, greatest receiver in the league right now, Justin Jefferson. Number 2, I know he was dealing with injuries, but I still have him at number 2, Jamar Chase. Number 3, I have Tyreek Hill. Number 4, I have Devontae Adams. And number 5, I have A.J. Brown.
I have a quick question for you. A lot of people have different opinions. What is your opinion on Tom Brady?
What do you mean?
Tom Brady.
What about him?
Like, what's your opinion on him? Do you think he's good, bad?
Do I think he's good?
Yeah.
He's the greatest of all time.
Then why wasn't he number 1?
Because he's a wide receiver. It's not quarterbacks. I wouldn't even have him in my top 5 quarterbacks. He's playing terrible this year.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's also older. Like, how old is
He's
Tom
45.
Brady?
He's the oldest player in the league.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive that he's still playing football like he is in 45.
That's why he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Longevity mixed with accomplishments and everything else, he's by far the greatest of all time.
Oh, yeah.
No denying that. But yeah, the Vikings-Lions, very surprising game. I really don't know what to say. I mean, the Lions came out here and just dominated. They dominated, but they came out on top, especially that fourth quarter. I think that's obviously the game changer right there. Not really, but they won 34-23. This is a team that what they need to do, I don't know. I don't think they need to draft a... Why is Tyreek Hill the number 1 receiver? Tyreek Hill's not the number 1 receiver, though. That's what I'm saying. The number 1 receiver is Justin Jefferson. Tyreek Hill's nice, but I don't know. I think he has only 1 route to him. Maybe 2 routes.
And what is the route? Explain that to me.
A route? It's the how you run.
Oh, so it's literally just like, so there's no like football lingo. It's called a route.
Kind
It's
of.
just literally like a route like you drive.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay.
It's just the direction of where you go. I don't know if these are real comments.
You hate Tyreek.
I don't hate Tyreek Hill. I just think. All right, whatever.
I think there's some shenanigans going on in there.
I put Tyreek Hill at my number 4 spot, anyways. Number 3 spot, actually. Number 3. There's 32 teams, and there's like 5 receivers on each team, so whatever. Jaguars and Titans. I thought Trevor Lawrence went down with a bad injury last game, but I guess not. He comes out here and throws 3 touchdowns, 30 of 42, 368 passing yards. And another concern loss for the Titans. I mean, it's not even a close loss. It was 36-22. The game before that, they lost to Philadelphia Eagles. It was a dominant win by the Eagles that game as well, too. So a little concerns for Tennessee right now. Derrick Henry had a good game, though. 17 carries, 121 rushing yards, and 1 touchdown.
Who is this guy? Why is Tyreek?
Tight end for Jacksonville Jaguars did really good, actually. 11 receptions, 162 receiving yards, 2 receiving touchdowns. If you go on CBS Sports Instagram page, they have like this one lone man in fantasy points defeated like Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, Saquon, and just like a full team lineup. This one man beat that whole team. Really good.
Really, that's impressive.
Really impressive. All right, 1 o'clock games, Ravens and Steelers. That was another 1 o'clock game. Mitch struggled with 3 picks after replacing injured Pickett. Oh, I guess Kenny Pickett went down. Trubisky came in through 3 picks, I guess, and lost to the Ravens. J.K. Dobbins did good for running back for Baltimore. 15 carries, 120 rushing yards, and the rushing touchdown. Ravens are in a tie with the Cincinnati Bengals for first place. Lamar should be back. His injury is not that serious. They'll probably, I don't know who they play next week. Depending on who they play next week, they'll probably hold him off for one more game. They play the Browns in Cleveland. We'll see what they do. I think they should hold off Lamar for a little bit longer. But yeah, they're in a tie with the Bengals right now. And the Bengals are on a hot streak. They are on a 4 or 5 game win streak right now. So they're hot. They're hot. And let's pull up that first image, Danielson, because the Eagles dominated the last game against the New York Giants. And what did you, Freddie, you said wait till they play the Giants, right?
Yeah.
What happened?
They seem to be for real.
They're for real. 48-22.
Wow.
48-22, the Eagles beat the Giants. Miles Sanders, 17 carries, 144 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, 21-31, 217 passing yards, and 2 passing touchdowns. Just complete domination. Who am I scared of? No one. The only person, I guess I'm scared of the Dallas Cowboys. I truly am scared of Dallas. We go into Dallas for I think we play the Bears, and then after that, in week 16, we play Dallas Cowboys.
Quick question for you.
No.
What is your opinion on UGA?
On Bulldogs?
Yeah.
I hate them
Why do you hate the Bulldogs?
because I'm a Florida Gator fan. Yeah, you can keep laughing. You can keep laughing. So yeah, Eagles dominated that one. And the Bulldogs are going to lose to Ohio State.
Why?
Ohio
Like,
State's
the
going to make it to the
Bulldogs
championship.
Are number 1
And
right now.
Ohio State's going to play Michigan for the ultimate game. The ultimate game.
I just have a question for you, Josh. Is Ohio State number 1?
Ohio State's number 4.
Exactly.
It don't matter who's number 1. It doesn't matter who's number 1. So yeah, Eagles dominant performance, 48-22. Chiefs and Broncos, that looked like it was going to be another dominant win. Or I would say just a bad loss for the Broncos. It looked like it was going to be that. It was like 27-0, 28-0. And then things started to change around for Denver a little bit. Mahomes threw for 3 interceptions, I believe it was. He did also throw for 3 touchdowns as well, but it looked like Broncos were going to come for a comeback, and then Chiefs Chiefs kept the defense up. 34-28 with the win in that one. Broncos go to 3-10 on the season. Don't know what to say for you guys. I'm sorry. That's all I can say. Not the game of the week, but the surprising game of the week, Buccaneers and the 49ers. No one can toss around any wordings yet, but Brock Purdy came in and he beat Tom Brady.
Oh.
He beat the GOAT, and Brock Purdy is Mr. Irrelevant. Not the greatest name in the world, but he was the last pick in the NFL draft. And he comes out here and it's 16 of 21, 185 passing yards. Okay. Threw for 2 passing touchdowns. QBR rating of 92.8. Tom Brady's QBR rating of that game was 36. So yeah, a little difference. Christian McCaffrey, 14 carries, 119 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown. He also received a touchdown as well. A beautiful pass, beautiful catch, honestly, by McCaffrey as well too. They got the win in that one over the Buccaneers, 35-7.
35-7.
35-7. Panthers and Seahawks. Panthers got the win in that one. It was a must win for the Seahawks too, especially with how the 49ers are looking, especially with their backups. Their third string backups too. Geno Smith, just another beautiful game by him. I don't know. 21-36, 264 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. The Marquise Goodwin got in on the fun, got a receiving touchdown for them. But the Panthers come on the win, 30-24. Seahawks moved to 7-6. 49ers are now 9-4 with a 2-game advantage in the NFC West over the Seahawks. Sunday Night Football, Dolphins and Chargers. Dan, you have any comment? No comment.
Daniel, want to hear your opinion.
He took out my lower third, so he's typing something. Justin Herbert. Actually, Justin Herbert looked really good out there. He looked very sharp, very accurate balls. Nothing fancy, just being a good quarterback. 39 of 51, 367 passing yards and 1 passing touchdown. He got the win over the Dolphins. And it was a close game, but let's talk about the next game, please. Nah, I'm not going to talk about the next game. Tua just looked in shambles that game. He didn't look like himself. His accuracy was really off that game. Throwing behind receivers, just not making the accurate throws. But it was still a close battle. You know, it wasn't like a dominant performance by the Chargers. They only lost 17-23. So yeah, just a little inaccuracy by Tua there. That's all. Monday Night Football, Patriots and Cardinals. Patriots got the win in that one, 27-13.
I have beef with the Patriots.
What do you have beef with Patriots for?
Super Bowl, Falcons versus Patriots.
Oh, we're not going to
The
talk about
Falcons
that one. Everyone
won
knows about
that
that game. Well,
The Falcons should have won
this is why
that
Tom
game.
Brady is the GOAT.
The Falcons should have won that game.
Should have is
The
not.
Falcons had
You
that
can't say
game
should have. They lost it.
in the books. Then the Patriots come out of nowhere. I remember in Atlanta, the next day at school, people were livid.
I bet they were. Patriots and Cardinals. Patriots did get the win in that one, 27-13. Mac Jones didn't play good. I don't know how they won this game. Pierce Strong ran for a touchdown. Kevin Harris ran for a touchdown. Both quarterbacks for the Patriots and Cardinals did terrible. Mac Jones had a QB rating of 25.5. Colt McCoy had a QB rating of 18.2. I guess the story of that game was Kyler Murray did go down with a non-contact injury.
Torn TLC.
I was going to say torn ACL, but I didn't want to say that because I haven't heard anything about it. It is a torn ACL.
He's done for the
All right, so yeah, Kyler Murray is done for a year. He can stay home and play his Call of Duty video games. This next tomorrow night, very exciting game. Remember, I was talking about the 49ers and Seahawks. It was a must-win for the Seahawks this last game. Well, it's a must win tomorrow night. They play the 49ers in Seattle.
Tonight?
Today's Thursday?
Yes.
Dang, I thought today was Wednesday.
No.
I'm sorry. Tonight we have 49ers and the
Wednesday
Seahawks
wouldn't be
playing
here.
each other. It's in Seattle. It's on Amazon Prime Video. Whoever hates Prime Video, it's kind of nice, honestly. Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit, they're really good together. And they give you beautiful stats on the game. It's actually a really nice time watching it. Plus, you can watch it on your phone, no problem, anywhere. We have Saturday games. Saturday, we have Colts and the Vikings, Ravens and Browns, and the Saturday night game with feet of snow. I don't know how many feet. I saw 7 inches, but I think it's going to be more than that.
What?
Dolphins
people
and
put-
Bills in Buffalo.
How can they do that? Like, how can they, we're running 8 feet of snow?
They're going to shovel it off.
Oh.
Yeah, they're going to shovel it off the field. And then Sunday night, who do we have? We have Sunday night Giants and Commanders. They tied last time they played, so hopefully they don't tie again. All the NFC East is in the playoffs right now, which is really exciting. And then Monday night, we have the Rams and the Packers, the battle for mediocrity. All right, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'm going to talk more about a little bit of MLB free agency. World Cup finals are set between Argentina and France. I'll talk about the bracket a little bit and maybe some basketball talk. I don't know, maybe. But I'll be right back. In a world.
Where's everyone? I'm your host, Daniel.
That is terrible. Where movies and trivia collide.
I'm a vampire.
Twilight?
Two ridiculously good-looking game show hosts.
I'm your host, Daniel.
And I am Joshua Martin.
We'll tackle the challenge of being the best at movie trivia.
All right, this is about a board game that comes to life.
This guy repeats his day over and over and over again.
The power of Christ compels you.
Movie Wars.
I have something for you real quick. Oh, welcome back to Bird Talk Radio. I'm your host, Joshua Martin. But LeBron James is going to make history this season. And the history that he's making is it's hard it's hard to grasp. And you can only grasp it probably 20 years later, you know? When you look back at it and really recognize his greatness. But if you live in the moment, you just got to appreciate this man. He's less than 800 points away from breaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record of being the scoring leader for the NBA, having the most points in NBA. I don't really know how to say it. Just having the most points of all time in basketball.
Quick question.
Yes.
Isn't he like 7'1" or something crazy like that?
LeBron? LeBron's
No,
6'7".
the guy he just mentioned.
LeBron's 6'7".
No, the guy he just mentioned.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Yes.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is 7'1".
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
Something like that. Yeah. Him and Wilt Chamberlain, they were just dominant back in the day because the players they went against, I'm not going to say they were bad players, but they weren't what LeBron's going against in these days. LeBron went up against Kobe. LeBron went up against Stephen Curry. I'm trying to think who he had in his way. He had the Pacers that long time, Paul George. He had the Spurs, the greatest Spurs team with Tim Duncan and Greg Popovich, everyone. We just got to appreciate LeBron while he's still in the league, while he's still playing, because he doesn't have much longer.
How old is LeBron now?
35, I
Okay,
want to say.
he still got some time.
Not really. For basketball, it's different.
Like, what's
Basketball,
the-
he's not going to last till 45.
What's the kind of age that you have to retire at?
38, I would say.
So he's still got like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. I know he wants to play with his son. I think he wants to play with his son, and then he's probably done.
How old is his son?
His son is now a freshman or sophomore in high school.
Ah.
And NBA just lowered the free agents, or not the free agency, the NBA draft to the 18. So you can be 18 years old, come out of high school, and be drafted into the NBA now.
That's amazing.
It doesn't have to be 19
So he
anymore.
wants to play a game with his son and then he'll be back.
He wants to play with his son on the same team. I don't know how that's going to happen, but
Like, would it be able to do like kind of like a, not like a charity match, but like.
no, in real NBA, like a real
Yeah,
game.
no. Like I know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Just kind of like how his son play with his team for one game and have that be LeBron's last.
I think what LeBron wants to do is, there's a video. I think Ken Griffey played with his son on the same team, right?
Yes.
On the same team. So yeah, there's a video. I think it's a pop fly. It was going to Ken Griffey, senior. And junior comes out right in front of him and snags the ball from him. And they both obviously laugh it off. I think LeBron wants to throw up an alley-oop to Bronny James and just, yeah. It'll be a cool sight to see. MLB free agency talk. There has been some more things going on since I last seen you guys. Aaron Judge is staying. Cody Bellinger left. There's just a lot going on. So yeah, Cody Bellinger went to the Chicago Cubs, $17.5 million, 1-year contract deal. He left the Dodgers. Some more exciting news. Philadelphia Phillies signed another shortstop, Taijuan Walker. I'm sorry, that was the pitcher we added. Right-handed pitcher, $72 million contract. Like I said, Aaron Judge is staying with the Yankees. $360 million contract for 9 years. A little too much. I guess he made historic records last season. Xander Bogart, he left Boston. He's going to San Diego now. 11-year contract, $280 million. Brandon Nemo re-signs with the New York Mets, $162 million. They're just throwing money around like it's nothing. It's annoying. Carlos Correa left the Houston Astros. He is going to the Giants. 13 years, 130. $350 million contract. I'm sorry about that. And Noah Syndergaard left the Phillies. He's going to the Dodgers on an agreement contract, it says. That's what it says. 3 years. 3 years?
3 years.
Did he have a contract before that?
No, he's got a contract now.
Oh, he has a contract now with the Dodgers? No. So, yeah, exciting stuff there in MLB free agency. I think I had one more image if you want to pull that up, because the World Cup, the finals are set between France and Argentina.
Oh, wait. 1 year, 13 million. My bad.
Yeah, see?
1
See?
year, 13 million.
So yeah, it was 1 year for Noah Syndergaard. But yeah, the finals are set. Thank you for Yahoo Sports for providing this image for me. But France and Argentina going at it. The young GOAT versus the old GOAT. Messi versus Mbappe. The game is Sunday at 10 a.m. For third place, they're playing Saturday, Croatia versus Morocco. Morocco had a really exciting run. They're the first African team to make it to the semifinals, which is very exciting for World Cup history and just the nation of Morocco, because having that title, I guess, being the first ones there, it's very honoring, very exciting. But France is just a powerhouse. Argentina has the GOAT of all GOATs. I think this is going to be a very, very exciting final match. Very exciting final match between Argentina and France. I'm hoping that Argentina wins. I want to see Messi win a World Cup. I think that would be very exciting to see, because Mbappe is very young. How old is he? Mbappe, age. He's 23 years old.
Wow. That's crazy.
You know what hurts? I'm 23.
I'm 23 too.
And this man's playing in the World Cup. He won the World... Actually, he played in the World Cup 4 years ago.
How old was he then? What?
And he won it. No, it wasn't even 4 years ago. It was 5 years ago. I think that was the last time.
To play in the World Cup.
You can be any age.
So you can be like 6 or 5. Playing the
28.
World Cup? Can it be a year? Having the baby waddle across the field, kick the ball in the goal?
Is that what you want?
I want to see the World Cup but with only 1-year-old toddlers walking around and trying to kick the ball into the goal with toddler goalies. I think that'd be the funniest thing in the world.
Whatchamacallit had actually some young teams. So here, speaking of that, I just looked up. These are the 5 youngest players to start the World Cup in this past one, right? Yosufa Moukoko from Germany. I don't know how to say his name. 18 years old on the dot. These are all 18-year-olds that played in it. Garan Kual of Australia, Javi of Spain, Juwison Benet of Costa Rica, and Bilal El Kanous of Morocco. All 18-year-olds. I would be scared for death. Oh, I got to go over my top 5 teams,
It's crazy
too.
that we're 23, the both of us, and here we are. There's a person who's played in the World Cup before and is about to play in the World Cup again at the same age we are.
There's also... how old is Luka? Luka Doncic is probably like the next great 23 years old as well. I'm done. I'm done looking at these young people. All right, these are my top 5 teams. I got Philadelphia Eagles at the top because we are the top. We're the number 1 team. There's no one going to deny it at all. Buffalo Bills, I have them at number 2. I had Dallas at number 2, and then someone yelled at me because they almost lost to the Texans, so I took them down a couple spots. I have the Bills at number 2 because I think they are going to win the AFC. They have the best chance, I believe, going to the Super Bowl as well. Not winning it all. I think the Eagles have a better defense, and if we meet on neutral turf, I got the Eagles on top.
Bless you.
Kansas City Chiefs, I have them at the 3 spot because they are still the Chiefs. They are still a scary team to look out for. They can win anything at any time, any point. Dallas Cowboys, I do have them at number 4. They still have a dominant defense. And then Cincinnati Bengals, I have them at 5 because they are on a hot streak right now. Like I said, it was a 4 or 5. I believe it's a 5-game win streak they're on right now. Dominant performance. They got Jamar Chase back finally. 2 games of having him back. I think the Bengals are going to rise a little higher up on my top 5 sooner or later. Anything you want to add before we end the show?
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Let's see. What did I cover? I covered
Actually,
football. I
before we
covered
leave, who's your
basketball,
little friend?
baseball.
I need to know who your little friend is.
Huh?
Who's your friend?
I don't know. I need to get him of his name.
Eddie.
All right. So here's
Edward.
Eddie.
Eddie the gnome. He's a gnome.
Eddie the
right?
gnome.
He's a gnome.
And
What
Eddie
is
the
he?
Gnome
Is he
is
like
going to
a
bring me
goblin?
magical good luck. We play the Bears Sunday at 1. So the Eagles are going to beat the Bears 23-13. Jalen Hurts is going to pass for 21 of 31, 230 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown. Miles Sanders is going to run 14 carries, 140 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns. So I see 23-13. Phillies win. Philly wins. All right, I'm your host, Joshua Martin. Check me out, Bird Talk Radio 2022 on Facebook. If you want to be on the show, contact me, Bird Talk Radio Bird Talk Radio 2022 at gmail.com, or you can call into the studio 888-994-4995 Studio A, and just catch me next time. You gotta catch me next week because I never know when I'm gonna be on, I guess. So just catch me whenever next week. Peace out. Thank you for watching Bird Talk Radio. Again, I am your host, Joshua Martin. If you want to contact me or be on the show, just email me at birdtalkradio2022@gmail.com, or you can call in during the show at 888-994-4995 in Studio A. Have a wonderful day, and remember, go Birds.